We're on time.
Welcome to another episode of D&D with Newbs Campaign 2, Episode 30. And if you didn't know already, we're on time. Who had our recap? Yes, it's the ever low-rolling Mr. Timon Cyrus.
Well, that's because I
Only when it
wasn't here.
matters.
I'll take
Only
it probably
when it
this
matters.
Before you get started, do you already have a point of inspiration, or...
I believe so.
Okay, so
Let me
you
see.
might get a
Yeah.
different reward this time, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
Give him a smiley face.
Okay, so...
You're on, Timon.
Yep.
I thought
You're
you said
on.
I was waiting
Stage
for you to
fight.
say that there was something else.
Oh, yeah, but we'll hear the...
Yeah, we got to
We're
make
the-
sure that you're worthy.
Yeah, we got to hear the recap first.
All right, so let's see here. Zranka, Victor's familiar flies into a dark cave. He sees a sigil on the floor, a triangle glowing blue. He flew in by himself. He's relaying all this information to Victor. Relies the info to the party, and tries to draw the sigil in the unknown language. And Victor traces the symbol out on the floor. Timon reads it. After he casts comprehend languages, it is a celestial form of language, and we find that it's a rune of teleportation. Here, Lockett, after hearing this information, crawls into the dark looking for a sigil. Gets a telly. He gets teleported to a well-lit room. The party jokes that they're going to leave him in the dark. Upon arriving in the room, Lockett sees a statue of a woman holding a spear and bouquet, crown, and the sandals of the statue are all lit up and glowing. Again, no surprise to the party, Lockett can't read the inscription upon the statue, but he finds 3 vortex-type portals in the room, all different colors, green, purple, and blue. And he decides to instantly step into the green one, instantly regrets it, and tries to go back out. He gets pushed back to where he first teleported and says there were a bunch of snakes lying around. And he tries ever so hard to convince the party to follow him in. And with much reservation, we all declined at first. We continue to try to figure out how the rune works and what to do next. And then one by one, we start entering this room through the teleportation rune. And upon arriving, we find out the statue is a picturesque version of Tamora, the goddess of God and fortune, Lady Luck. Timon seeks a blessing from her immediately, knowing who she is. She recites some fancy poetry on the inscription about some trials that must be had to receive the reward. And so one by one, the party begins to teleport into these vortex portals. Devad tried entering the blue one first, and it gave up pretty quickly, as it's a puzzle of sorts, and he didn't want to take the time to figure it out. A pretty wise decision on his part. And next, Oloro's decides to enter the purple to fight, upon discovery, fight zombies and a skeletal minotaur. And he defeats them and gains a 1+ strength buff, which was pretty, I would say, pretty powerful. And then the portal disappeared after Oleros came back to us. And then Dolus takes his turn and enters the blue one, and has no trouble figuring the puzzle and defeating the room. And he he received a +1 wisdom and teleports back. Again, the same thing with the portal; it disappears. And then, of course, Ryle has to prove that he's a leader and has to jump to the green one, and immediately is frightened by all the snakes.
You didn't know that though, because you weren't there.
Yeah, but everyone
We
else needs
felt
to know.
it.
So after that, Timon starts taking bets with the rest of the party if Ryle's going to come back out or not. Jokingly, of course. So Ryle crits his way to win and receives a +1 dex after defeating the room. And the last vortex portal goes out. And Timon was feeling a little jealous for not receiving any kind of good fortune from Lady Luck herself, so he sort of begs and pleads, even though he doesn't want the party to know that's what's happening. And he receives a charisma bonus. And here we rest as a party to figure out our next move.
All right. So, as you're sitting there resting after all of this, you feel maybe just a little bit more of a boon from Lady Luck. For the rest of this session, you will have the lucky feet.
Oh, I
Oh,
feel like
that's cool.
that's appropriate
Perk.
Mhm.
or
What's
foreshadowing.
lucky?
I thought I had a pen
yeah.
up here.
What does lucky feet do?
So, it allows you to basically like 3 times, like per day, you can choose to re-roll a d20 or make somebody else roll a d. It's basically 3
Oh,
3 inspirations
All right.
in
Cool.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a.
But
good
you
one.
can use it against
Yeah.
other people too, which is really nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Lucky's a really strong feat.
I like you, Timon.
Step off me, Oros.
Keep your hands. to
Don't
yourself.
be crowding my don't be crowding my
Okay.
space.
Let's roll for next Thursday.
Yes. Let's have everybody roll a d20.
Okay, I think I was gone today, so.
No, I don't think so.
I think 13 should be enough. Oh,
Oh, we got a roll off.
Oh, a roll off.
2 roll off. Didn't a two
Jeez.
Alright.
lost last time too? I think.
All right, so can we have both Olaros and Dolos roll again, please?
Uh-oh.
It's Olaros.
Oh,
It's Olaros.
Oh no, Olaros.
Now you got to pay attention.
No, Olaros. Yes. No, I got to take notes. I take attention, but it's the notes. Okay.
oh, Lockett just jumped into roll 20.
Oh,
So.
look at that, just in time.
Yes, 10 minutes, like you said. It was 9.
Well, he's in the
10.
Discord yet, so he's not officially here.
Oh,
yet.
that's
he
true.
was-
Okay.
Yeah, he was listening, and he's going, all right, it rolled. I'm in now.
All right.
He's on some secret channel. Oh,
He
that's
was
right,
watching
he's
the
on
stream.
Twitch.
Now let's roll.
Yeah, so, well, we need somebody who'd be on time to actually do a recap. So,
Boom, roasted.
all right,
Alright.
so you guys are in the cave. You gonna rest here for the evening, or?
Yeah, weren't we taking a short rest?
We were going to have a rest. I thought we needed a rest because I am spent.
I know you're
so, so can we? It doesn't show us still in the cave, but can I assume that it's a safe place to take a rest?
You can definitely assume anything you'd like.
Okay, I'm assuming I'm resting. I am
So-
resting.
We would just want to. Well, remember, our cart is outside. I don't know if we want to leave the cart out there for 8 hours.
Yeah, no. We should
Okay,
go to the
okay.
cart.
We'll go out to the cart.
With the
Okay.
horse has got to be fed.
Yep. Let's leave, and I'm going to sleep. I'll get to the cart, and I'll sleep under the cart. That's a good place.
What happened with the spinning things?
They're not there anymore.
Oh,
Even though it shows that it's there, they're gone. Yeah,
oh.
And poof, they go out of existence.
that's
and
right.
poof. So let's get upstairs so I can crawl under my beautiful little cart and go to sleep.
All right. So you guys, are you all going out there, or are some of you staying in the cave?
Nah, I'm going out.
Yeah, I'd go out too. I mean, what time of day is it?
The cave was good.
2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe.
Besides, we need more people out
Well,
there
actually,
because if
no.
I go out
You were
and sleep
traveling at
under
night.
there,
You were traveling at night when you found the cave.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, we were.
it's still probably
Like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Like
Yeah.
midnight.
You were right.
Should we bring the cart closer to the cave and then use the cave as cover?
What?
well. The problem was like the cave entrance was like basically like
put-
a little crawl space,
It's a hole.
a
Yeah.
hole basically,
Okay, never mind.
and then you were teleported into the main.
Yeah, I remember.
Someone help me lay this horse down. I'm gonna slide it in.
What are you sliding in?
The horse into the cave. They're gonna love it.
No. They're staying right there because the cart's staying there, and I'm already cutting Z's underneath the cart.
How does
That
a
sounds-
cleric put himself first above everybody else?
Hey, the
he's wore
cleric
out.
is beat.
Yeah, but what cleric?
Hey, if the cleric dies, then no one's there to heal you. So he's
Well, who-
protecting us by
Anyways.
By
running.
sleeping.
So yeah, I'll take first watch because I'm fairly healthy.
Good.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
stay up too. Since I didn't work my brain too much on the puzzle.
I'm not saying anything. I'm off hitting the flask.
Okay, so you go to sleep, but your sleep schedule is getting kind of messed up now because you've decided to sleep at night and then then stay up during the day, and then decided to sleep during the day, and then you're sleeping at night, and
We got jet lag.
it's messing you up a little bit. So I'm not going to say that you have to roll a Constitution saving throw to stay awake if you're keeping watch, but you're going to have trouble going to sleep. Just because you slept, like, you know, if you
Yeah, I
wake
won't
up
be tired.
yeah,
You
you,
slept too much.
so you're going to feel kind of groggy in the next day, probably.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna give you a point of exhaustion quite yet, but if you keep messing around with your sleep schedule as much like this, it might mess with you a little bit. So who all was sleeping and who all was watching?
I was on
I'm
watch.
I'm staying awake. I'm not really sleepy. So.
I'm snoring loud enough that everybody might stay awake just from that.
All my slackassery has worn me out, so
Ah.
I'm taking it easy.
I'm gonna go and cover Oros's face with a pillow.
Oh my god.
You guys walk over and see. Well, do you even have a pillow? Like,
Yes, I was going to say, where's the pillow coming from?
I have no clue. I'm gonna take a bedroll, unroll it, and just lay it on top of him.
Why would you
like
do that?
on his face?
He's covering him up to make him warm.
Across his head, so that it's not. He still has room to breathe, but to kind of muffle the sound.
Oh, because
Oh,
okay.
He's snoring so loud. You're not trying to smother him. I thought you were trying to kill him.
I know.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to muffle the sound.
Okay.
Kind of like your mic there.
Yeah, that reversed on you.
Yeah. Are you
I thought
talking
it
through
was
your
nice 'cause I
webcam
can't
mic,
hear it.
or yeah, it doesn't sound like you're talking through your headset mic.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Or it's out of your, yeah, is it in position?
Is it plugged in?
I don't know.
How do you not know? I'm looking right
All
at
right.
it.
All right, so you have your rest. Right. So Ryle, you said you were staying awake.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
Dolos.
I'm up
I'm
too.
going to sleep.
Okay.
I was already asleep when we got here, and now I'm going to go back to sleep.
After all that brain power he
The
used.
laziest party I've ever seen.
It's hard work.
It
All right.
is.
It's the
Hard work
exact
being
same as what I'm
lazy.
going to do after this. So
Fair enough.
So yeah, you guys have your rest. Are you going to take a shift change as other people sleep, or
Maybe.
just? Apparently, he's resting
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, he rested so well he went offline.
And that's when
Uh,
Lockett got stabbed in the eye. So
crazy.
That was unfortunate.
that damn Raxar came back. I would have never suspected it.
How does my mic
Wow,
sound
this
now?
Griffin chewed his head
The
off.
same.
Same, yeah. I can barely hear you.
Huh. Well, I can't really talk loud.
Yeah,
What?
no,
Right.
that's right. Is
No,
your
it's fine.
Microphone close? Move your
Can you
microphone
see it?
closer to
Can
your
you
mouth.
see it?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think you're talking through it because it doesn't change volume as you're moving it.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
There you
There
go.
it is.
No,
that's
it's
better.
definitely it's definitely the
Ah.
headset.
Yeah. Put it right up on your.
Weird.
That's the
But
first
anyway.
time, first time in history we've told Lockett to speak up.
That was almost
So-
coffee through the nose. That was
So it's an uneventful evening. Nothing really happens. You guys finish your long rest at roughly 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning,
Ah, boy, I feel good.
and the sun is high.
Why do I have a blanket over me?
You looked cold last night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your face looked cold.
okay. All
Like I
right.
said, you snored like an ogre.
Well, that's a fact.
You were just everyone up.
Can't say he was far off either.
No, I'm not. I agree.
How do you know you're dead to the world?
I've been told.
Ryle, are you having a stroke?
I think I'm casting spells in tongues.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just clicked on it. I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it
Oh,
is.
have
yeah, it
possession.
is. Spells and tongues.
Well, the word "moobs" is in the first one, so I believe that's another word for man boobs. So
Noobs
Oh.
fafu.
suddenly, Timon starts to grow an ample chest.
You're welcome.
Timon's not that upset about it either.
Like I said, you're welcome. Anybody got some breakfast sausage? Meat tubes are back on the
us out
menu,
of here,
boys.
DM. Get us out. Get us rolling. We need to move.
Have
So
something to
yeah,
attack us.
you guys take care of the horses. You know, give them some water, give them some food, feed yourselves, drink a little water, and then start heading out.
Boy, I'm ready for a good walk.
I
Let's
can't
go.
smell my coffee.
Let's get on the road.
Okay. So you start heading out. The sun is really getting oppressive at this point. It's really hot, probably the hottest other than Ryle that you've ever felt in a natural environment.
I'm dragging.
Yeah,
I don't like the heat.
I'm starting
Yeah.
to regret sleeping last night. Should be sleeping now. I get very hot under this plate.
Gee, why is that? I'm walking through the desert and plate.
Yeah,
You're just like cooking yourself on the inside.
I am. It's like, yeah.
It's like a pressure
When he
cooker.
falls over, we'll have dinner.
You know, in fact, Olorus, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I gotta say,
We shouldn't have opened our mouth.
but I'm strong.
Yeah, you just almost through pure like willpower, managed to just keep on going and not really be too adversely affected by the heat, but you still
Soul of
feel
the
it. And
dwarf.
yeah, it's
Yes.
it's not fun.
Oh, I feel it. I don't like it. I'll say that, but I'm tough. I can do it.
And as you continue down the road, you do see a carriage start coming down the road. It's being led by a larger than normal horse. Let's see, kind of larger than like a war horse or something that
Like a
you've seen. It's
Clydesdale, like a large Clydesdale type horse.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
We might need that horse with the way we get them killed.
Are they
Yeah,
are they flying any flags or banners that I would recognize?
There's no flags. There's no banners. It's just a simple wooden cart with a horse, and there is a person riding it that is kind of in a cloak, like pulled up over their head.
Uh-huh.
And
One person only.
Are they traveling in the same direction that we are?
They're traveling in the opposite
Opposite.
direction, so they're coming towards you.
Yeah.
We should
How far away are they?
We should stop them and ask them for information.
They
Okay.
are they're kind of like on the horizon at this point, but they're closing distance with you because you're both traveling in the same way.
I say lowly to Devad and Dolos.
What about me?
I say to Devad and Dolos.
I'm there too.
I'm going to greet this traveler, but to have an attack ready just in case they try anything
Got it. I'll shoot them in the eye.
devious.
You're
I got
sounding
my
like
sword,
Lockett.
sheathed.
I'll-
Yeah, Lockett, you still
I'll
can't
pull
hear
out
you.
my
You
bow
need
to ready in action, but I'm also
Okay.
I'm ready
not
to
just
shoot
gonna
them in the eye.
have it out so they can see it.
So you
I'll
want to
stand
have your
behind the
bow.
cart.
So you have an arrow notched in your bow, standing behind the cart.
Yes, walking behind.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
Yes.
And so they get a little bit closer, and you are pretty close that you can see the cart. They're still like kind of they have you can't make out their face, but they're humanoid size. They're not bigger than anybody or smaller than anybody that of normal human elf kind of size.
DM.
I think he's letting a dog in.
cave.
Yeah. He tripped on a stalagmite.
Ah!
He fell from the sky.
All right, so Lockett walks into the middle of the road to stop them, and the horse comes to a halt.
And I yell, well met traveler, how's the road faring for you?
No response.
Ooh.
Not wise to be silent to a bunch of strangers after they are friendly to you. Now is it?
No response.
Does he even react? Like
No movement.
Have they stopped, or are they still just going?
the horse stopped.
The horse stopped.
Oh, okay.
Does the horse look like a normal, like, living horse? Like, is the horse
Yeah.
acting normal?
I mean, yeah, the horse is kind of like standing there looking at all of you.
I would
his cart.
I would take one of the fruits that we borrowed from earlier, like an apple, and cut it in half and feed half of it to their horse.
And it eats it happily and actually gives you a lick on the face.
Right in my mouth. Good horse. And then I leave it to Timon to figure out what's going on.
So where are you headed? We're trying to get to Sandstrom.
No response.
Are you okay?
I pull Victor aside and I say, Victor, in all your travels, have you seen anyone just be purposely silent to a bunch of friendly strangers?
I would consider it quite rude not to at least acknowledge someone's presence, sir. And I'm gonna telepathically, I'm gonna have Zrakna just go into the. You said it's a cart, right? Like he's hauling something
Yeah, it's like a covered
covered.
little wagon. It's not as big as the cart that you guys have. It's a little bit smaller, but
Okay.
it's got like a cloth covering on the back.
While he's invisible, I just want to have Zrakna see what's the contents of the cart.
Okay. Zarachna goes in there, and there are some boxes and crates. There are some things that are like in like sacks. Zarachna can't really tell what's in them without actually opening or breaking into anything.
Okay. Can he look in one of the bags? Try to look in one of the bags, like open that up and look in quietly.
Okay. Zarachna opens up the one of the sacks there, and it's some sort of like powder. It's black. It's,
Heroin.
has a almost a sulfuric smell to
Gunpowder.
it.
Mm-mm.
It could be
It's an
gunpowder.
IED.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Is this guy a suicide bomber?
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I was trying to
Is
think
he
of.
wearing a turban?
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
now.
Too soon.
I think
He's not
see you
far
guys
off.
later. Twitch is now banned.
Yeah,
Twitch
he's
channels.
cloaked. He's pretty close to that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have him climb back out of the cart, and I'm just gonna take time, and then we're gonna kind of back off a little bit, push him back away from the cart a little bit, and say maybe this man should be left to go on his way.
And Timon with his I don't know, seafaring adventures, learns real quickly to trust the sincere word of a warlock. And I yell, I said, "Sorry to have disturbed you, sir. We'll be on our way. Have a safe and happy journey to wherever you're headed."
So, right around this time, since Ryle has walked away, the horse actually looks towards Ryle and starts to walk towards him, pulling the cart closer to Ryle.
Oh, I made a friend.
Oh,
And the guy still hasn't stirred.
Not at all.
He hasn't made any movements.
nothing.
Well, when I realized the horse is coming towards me, I would I'd turn around and try to peer under the hood at this person to say, your horse seems to like me. Is there is there anything we can do to help you? And I'm really trying to get a look at him.
Take the hood off.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Sun's in my eyes.
Well, it is, but you can still make out enough to tell that
You having troubles?
this person is, for somebody who lives in the desert, they're very pale. And they kind of have a blank expression on their face.
Are you okay, sir? And I get a little closer and try to, just like I assume they're like holding the reins.
The reins are in their hands, like, just kind of resting in their hands. It doesn't look like they're gripping them.
Huh. So I just try to like push him. Is he like stiff as all get out?
Does he fall over when he touches?
So are you pushing him or touching him?
I'm just trying to like pat him on the arm to see if he responds to anything. We learned that in CPR training.
Okay, so you tap
Are
him
you
on the
okay?
shoulder. You tap him on his shoulder, and his head just kind of lolls over to the side, and he's still like sitting upright. And at this point, you notice that there's like a protrusion at the front of his robe.
Oh.
Ooh, got shot, speared in the back.
Should we do it like Scooby Doo and just pull the hood back and be like, "Aha! I knew it all the time. You were the laundromat man."
Is there any blood around that protrusion?
Lockett, I don't know if he's telling people to take off the hood or if he's taking off the hood.
I would like to take off his hood.
Lockett walks up and takes back the hood of the person on the cart. He's probably about a middle-aged man, completely bald. Has a slight point to his ears that makes you think he might be a half elf, and he is dead.
Mm. Well, at
Let's
least
see
we got
what's
a.
in the cart.
Should I fire at him?
No, there's no need, Dolos.
Did.
Oh, okay.
He seems you can unnotch your arrow.
I'd like to
Okay.
check his pockets.
I
No,
didn't do
Jay.
it.
I'm looking
All
for.
right.
I'm looking for clues.
Okay,
Around
so
his-
Timon, you start looking. So as you notice this dead man, Timon runs up and starts patting this guy down.
That's-
Very sensitive to the person's death.
I look on proud.
I mean, waste not, want not, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So in his pockets, you find a. It's a small little circular stone with some sort of rune on it.
Can I? Is that it? Just a stone?
That's all that's in his pockets.
I'd like to ritual comprehend languages, please.
Okay. It is an infernal rune, and it is the rune for fire.
I wouldn't put that near the gunpowder in the bag.
What's
Yeah,
it?
you don't know there's
What-
gunpowder in the bag.
Yeah.
Well, while he's
do-
searching the body, I'd be looking in the cart.
Can we tell what killed him?
I
Um,
tap
There's a
the pointy
protrusion.
thing.
Do we see what it is?
So you kind of open up the front of his robe there, and there is a wooden shaft, like about yay big, sticking through his chest and pinned to the back of the bench that he's or the thing that he's sitting on, like the.
So he died of natural causes.
Yes.
No foul play here.
He sat there so
Do
long.
you
a tree
humans
grew
call
through
this
him.
a puppet?
What's that?
Do the humans call this a puppet?
No, this is not a puppet.
No, this is death. This is a dead person. Could we search the?
Yeah, we
rest
need
of
to search
Yeah,
the
I'm
whole
gonna
cart.
search the wagon too.
So,
I wanna-
Rao, you said you were going there first, so make an
Yeah,
investigation check, Rao. Oh.
And I do let everybody know that that's possibly gunpowder, and the rune should be taken away from the cart.
Ryle enters the cart, right?
Well, actually, I'm not sure if you would make a history check to see if you know what gunpowder actually is.
Good point.
It's not very common. Yeah, you have a general understanding that might be what that is. Devad, you come behind Ryle, and he's just kind of like tossing stuff aside, like, what is all this stuff? And then
This shit's heavy. It's like bags of flour.
No wonder the guy died.
Yeah. So in the bags, and there's several of these bags. There's gunpowder. In each of the crates, it's ball bearings.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'd say
Now-
remove the gunpowder far, far away.
This seems
What-
like a heart bomb.
Now,
Really.
okay.
What makes you think that idea?
When we come upon this dead
Expensive
body,
bags of grenades.
I start scanning the skies for a griffin because I don't want this
Yeah.
this murder pinned on us.
We don't want this to fall back on us again.
Well done, Ryan.
Do I spot any griffins in the sky?
Make another perception check.
I'm still staring at this flower.
The sun's
I'm trying-
really bright
to see the
right
sky.
now. You know, it's
I see nothing. All
you
right,
try to
there's
look up
nothing
into the
here,
sky, but You're
boys.
still in the covered wagon. Yeah, Lockett, I didn't tell you to make a perception check. All right, so
Look at that little one.
Well, there's definitely no use for this stuff for us, I don't think.
Well, we can't leave it out here, and we can't leave the dead guy out here.
Why not?
Yeah. He was going along fine. We'll just get the
Because
horse
we
going
don't
and-
do
Well, no. We're
Get him
taking the
back up.
horse. We're taking the horse.
I
I can't
say,
leave the animal out here to die.
Let's take
I
the
think
horse.
I think we need to bury him. Take what information. Look closely and make sure we can
Hey, you with the
describe what
plate.
happened.
Dig the hole.
Yeah.
Bury him, and then we.
I ain't
take
digging
this-
a hole in the middle of the
I
desert.
can't dig. I know. I'm already can't even barely stand.
Yeah, well, Lockett can.
True.
Doesn't make a difference to him.
Good luck convincing him.
Tell him there's shinies under the ground. About 6 feet under.
With it.
We might find his brain there.
Hide and seek.
We're gonna hide the man. No, we can't. We're not gonna take a dead body with us. It's gonna rot, smell.
Well, I think it's
We need to
already
bury him.
dried
Yeah, I
out.
say we just
Yeah,
take
but
the
I
horse.
wouldn't just throw him on the ground either.
I say we
I'm a-
do this. I say we do this. We take the horse. We make a trail of the gunpowder far enough away. We set it off and be done with it and be on our merry business.
Yeah, but we want to be real far away before the bearings start flying. But yeah, I'm okay with blowing it up, Viking pyre style.
Yeah, that won't have consequences.
No, and that won't find the griffin, will it? An explosion big enough to level a city.
It'll be like
Yeah, then
Burning Man
then
out
we're
in the
gonna
middle of the
look real
desert.
good.
Now you're gonna have to
Um,
explain to him
it's bet-
again.
Hello.
It's better it go off in the desert than a city.
Why don't we remove the gunpowder and the ball bearings so they're not together, and then blow it up?
Did you not hear how heavy it is? We don't have all day to sit here and scoop it all out.
Is it under 1,000 pounds?
it's the cart itself is over 1,000 pounds for sure.
1,001 to be exact.
All right, everybody take a handful out. I can carry it.
I don't think we should leave this out here. I think we should take responsibility for it. It's
I think
deadly.
So
I think we have a great new weapon if we want to.
That
Walls
too.
be damned, okay? We're going through. Except we're going to, my hometown. I don't think we need to blow
I
up
will
the wall.
volunteer
Well,
to
maybe
drive
we'll
the
need
cart once
distraction.
we bury the guy.
while they're figuring it out, DM, I take the infernal stone and nonchalantly just tap it to one of the wheels of the cart.
Of the cart with the gunpowder?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so you
I-
tap this rune on the wheel of the cart, and a flame is produced on the wheel of the cart.
oh my God! I'm
What are you
rapidly
doing,
cutting.
timer?
I'm cutting the horse out. I'm cutting the horse loose.
I thought we were
Uh,
doing that.
All right. Well, he said he didn't say he did it. He said he was
Oh.
he said he was planning on doing it. So, make a quick dexterity check, Ryle, to see how fast you could do this.
Well, I'm taking my halberd and I'm just chopping like the
Okay, so make
wooden
a halberd
pieces.
attack.
Wooden pieces. Please don't roll a 1. I'll hit the
He's
horse.
gonna kill the horse.
It'll be bad.
You get
18.
to- You get
Okay,
to
so
talk
yeah,
to
that's
rock our time.
it's a clean hit. You don't have to roll damage. It's a piece of wood. Like
Right.
you managed to chop right through it. The horse is free.
And then I jump on the horse, and me and the horse are riding away from The pipe bomb.
All right, make a animal handling check with advantage since you fed that horse earlier. It knows it likes you.
It does like me. Let's go see Biscuit. Oh, thank God.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a good thing you
all
fed him
right.
that apple.
So I'm going to need everybody to make a dexterity save.
Oh God! I'm
This is to
hot
see.
in plate and low on dex, and you're gonna blow me up.
So this is going to see how far you can get
Shit.
away. First, there's gonna
Does
be
that
2
include
dex-
me?
You actually have
Oh my
advantage
Jesus.
because you're on the horse.
Oh, Victor, you're gonna hate Timon. You're the one.
Oh my Jesus!
Oh God! We're gonna bury Victor with this hooded guy.
We're not gonna have to bury the hooded guy.
Yeah,
He's
it's gonna
gonna
matter.
he's gonna be gone.
Don't you have inspiration?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to use it.
Yeah.
you-
Now's definitely the time to do.
I
it.
got
That was
1
too-
feet away
that was
from the
too
cart.
funny. A 1 and a 20.
Oh,
my God!
Wow. Wow.
Jesus,
you are
not
destined
the
to die
game?
right here.
You are.
You are 1 foot away from the cart.
will.
Devad, did you want to also use a point of inspiration?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
If you've got one,
I need to use it, huh? That's what you tell me.
I would suggest to.
Yeah.
We got lucky too. You may want to use your lucky to help Timon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right,
Wait, can I use
so
my lucky? Can I use my lucky rolls
Let-
for Victor?
let me look up lucky real quick just to
I
see.
think it's just for you.
I think it's just.
It's either you or somebody like attacking you or something.
Yeah, it might be someone
Let me just
attacking you.
double-check.
I mean, Timon is attacking Victor.
Oh, don't. Yeah,
He
don't try to make
did.
up for it now. Yeah, he did attack me.
He
I
did
know.
technically light the cart on fire.
Yeah, he
Attack
did.
anybody.
You lit the cart on fire, and Victor is stunned. He's looking.
Yeah,
at
was-
you
it's
going,
a-
what did he do?
When you make an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can spend 1 luck point. But you can spend it on when an attack roll is made against you.
So can I hellish rebuke Timon since he attacked me?
If I'm going down, you're going down.
Yep, that's right. I'm
I
taking
do
you
cut
all
the
down
words.
with me.
I think
Words
I
that run
think-
away.
I think that only works when it's a direct attack against you. This was
Yeah,
kind of
that-
like an
I feel like- I
indirect
feel-
attack.
I feel that was a direct attack.
He feels directly attacked.
Oh boy! All
D&D
right.
with Noobs ends on
All
the
right, so-
30th episode.
Not me. I'm alive. I'm gone.
Not me. I ran far away.
Yeah. So, Victor, as you're everybody else gets a pretty good ways away, just hauling ass. Ryle is just running his horse just as fast as it'll go.
Can
The,
I?
the
can I
flames
cast-
are spreading.
But our cart's sitting
Nope.
right there too.
Yes, your card is sitting right there
Our
too.
cart, our horse.
You better put it
Simon,
out.
do you feel any regret for this?
We're not having a discussion. We're trying
Yeah,
to live.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
No one.
I'm
No
yelling
one
at it
took
as
the
I'm running.
horse. No one
If
rode
only
our
someone
horse.
had a ring that
No, everybody's
made
running.
water.
He set gunpowder on fire.
Oh, great
running.
idea! Great
right.
idea.
yeah. So, as you guys are running away, Timon, you look over your shoulder and you notice that Victor seems to have tripped on his own feet and just face planted into the sand. Not very far away from the cart, like 6-7 feet away.
So, can I hightail it over there and try to use the ring of water on the wheel? Because I really don't want anybody to die.
Yeah, You're gonna be
Hey-
blowing on this thing to put a fire out.
Simon,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity save with disadvantage to see if you can run in and do this before
Better roll
like
red.
Or else you'll be with Victor.
Just kick it in louder and louder.
Dexterity save.
Come on, plane of water.
Did you say dexterity save?
Yes, with disadvantage.
Oh, you did.
I'm using my inspiration.
Oh, you did.
Oh my gosh.
You did. How many reses do you get, Olaros?
unlucky
You get like
sevens.
2, right?
How
These
many
guys like
sevens
me.
did we roll? That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5,
I
6.
Those are the
yeah, I
sevens. They're
might be
natural
able to res
ones.
them.
If we can
Yeah,
find their
Alright.
piece.
It's okay.
There's a bunch
I
of
have
I got the
two.
ring of
sevens
fire
on this
resistance.
board.
We're gonna be all right, everyone.
I have 2.
And
All
input
right.
when we can.
It is a bunch of red sevens.
All right. So,
No, you just go
um,
to sleep.
Can I cast
so
mending on
this
the
is
wheel? Can I cast mending on the wheel?
Haven't you done enough?
so Timon and Victor. I'm going to need you both. Timon and Victor, I'm going to
Oh.
need you both to make one final deck save. This was to see how much damage you're going to take.
Be
Oh my God.
glad.
Be there, baby. Oh,
Uh,
now how did we roll the same thing?
You should have used that earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you are
good
tied.
news, bad news.
No,
Good news, bad news. Oh God.
I have
Yeah,
the
so
sub
good
emote. We
news-
just don't have enough points.
You would have taken 41 points of damage each
That's good. Yeah,
because you weren't right on it. But
Yep. Yeah.
so you do take half of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
20.
Yeah, it would be 20.
Victor may be dead.
Yep.
I don't know how many hit points he has.
I'm down to 5 hit points.
Okay.
still breathing. Look, he's still breathing.
And
Nah.
you look, and the card is destroyed. Your card is destroyed.
I was about to say both of them.
Yeah, your card
Yes.
is destroyed. And the horses are laying on the ground bleeding. Not doing well.
I'm gonna run over to one of the horses and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the same with the other one.
You
We're
see how it
saving
is,
horses.
Victor?
No, I'm
fine.
You see how it is?
I go to Victor. Classic.
Oh, boy.
Episode
you got
30
the
recap's going to be on fire.
So Victor, you lay there and you're like you have like ball bearings like lodged in your back.
I got him.
Like
I got Victor.
That's a good roll.
yeah. So the
Well-
horses are pretty much like one of the horse that Dolos healed it's still showing some wear and tear, but it's doing a lot lot It's not
Do
going to
they
die.
trust us anymore?
Hey, I
We
was
have-
steering the horse, not
They
timing.
have those horses have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Or horses.
Their horse brains cannot comprehend that somebody who takes care of them.
Blew them up.
So to show Victor good faith, I give him the heal. I slap him with a bardic inspiration, and then I hand him a platinum piece that I have in my pocket.
Here.
Can I use my dagger to try to pick these ball bearings out of his back?
Don't touch me.
When he cast the healing spell, they just kind of like popped out as the wound.
I don't like that visual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in the Matrix when they bullets pop
Yeah.
back out.
yeah.
I'm still laying on the ground, like face first in the dirt. I'm not even going to get up from that, and I'm just going to say, Victor, by any Timon, by any chance, have you been training with bolts over there for anything?
Twas not my finest moment in glory. I shall admit. But looking back, I gotta say it was a bang.
Well,
I've seen goblins make better decisions when trying to build cities than that.
From where I'm standing, it's a pretty good decision.
but we don't have to worry about burying the body.
Yeah,
it's-
we have to
it's, you know,
start
it's
coming up
everywhere
with an
now,
excuse
so-
for Rocktar when he
Yeah.
shows back up.
Rocktar.
Well, that's not a question
who's-
we're gonna have to
who's
answer all the
Rocktar?
time.
No, it's not.
Rocktar's
fingers
someone
are
we
gonna-
used to raid with in WoW.
Well, who's the guy on the Griffin?
Raxar.
Raxar.
Raxar. Raxar is going to show up.
Racks off.
So did Olderos heal the other horse?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on mine again, since you said it still looked a little. Oh, now I roll an 8, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty much back up to full. It's confused. Both the horses
am I.
are, yeah, pretty shaken. And so now,
Gee, I
all
wouldn't
your
want-
supplies are gone. That you had carried with you. There's no food, no water, except for
What about
you
in my
had your-
pack? Okay.
I mean, you had like a few days worth of rations and a water skin.
I want to cast
Um,
mending on anything I can cast mending on.
You can't cast mending on our friendship, okay?
Yeah,
Our friendship is unmendable. And those apples that my horses wanted so bad. Go. Well, I got a new horse, so I'm not all sad about it. But
Yeah, the horse
Oh.
is glad.
Dolos,
You're-
you're muted.
You're muted.
We're in the
Dolos.
middle of the desert. We have no cart, no supplies,
I got some supplies.
and a couple of wounded horses and a couple of wounded bodies.
Sounds like a
Oh.
personal problem.
Start walking.
I'm about to
is-
leave this group.
Okay, I look at Ryle and go, Ryle, just how far do you think it is to another town? Can we make it with nothing, just to a town to resupply?
I'm trying to recall. I know there's more towns between here and Sandstrom. I don't remember how far the next one was.
And we
But
don't
maybe.
know what killed the guy on the cart.
Well, yeah, we do.
That
The-
could be
the
waiting
explosion.
for us. Well, no,
The explosion got him.
Right. No, that's
timing.
Inside his chest.
We'll just wait
Raxar's
for
not going to buy
Raxar to
that
show
one
up.
either. God,
See if he can give us a ride.
Why are you all so mad?
You blew up our rations.
Gee,
I blew up nothing.
oh,
The gunpowder did.
are you a member of QAnon?
Sorry, I'm not familiar with that club.
Yeah, well, you should be.
You're trying to
God.
trying to raid the Capitol building of Sandstrom.
Ah.
Does Ryle remember how far?
Praying to Eldrith and going, please help us. We are in trouble.
Yeah,
Does
so
Ryle
you're
remember
heading
how
toward-
far?
You're heading towards Sendelsong.
So that's
and
before
it's-
Sandstrom.
Right. And Sendelsong is probably from here. I mean, you can only really estimate because, there's really no landmarks from where you are.
Right.
At least 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That cart would have been nice to ride in.
It'll be fine.
I mean, I'm okay. I got a horse. I'm
Don't
gonna be
have
saddled.
supplies, we don't have water.
We'll be
I look in
fine.
my bag and I've got at least
Yes.
10 rations and a
Yes.
water skin. So I'm
We'll
good
be
for like a
fine.
day.
It'll all work out.
We probably will have to find, hopefully, some food or water before Sindelsong. I don't think we have enough to get there now.
I got some
Victor?
rations.
Yeah.
At about this time, you start hearing a little whisper in your ear. I'm just gonna whisper to you in chat.
Did your demonic patron provide? She
I
enjoyed
sent you a
watching you
gift
get blown
and
up.
blew it up.
We're plotting a revenge against Simon.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
Timon, I don't think you should hold on to that stone there, buddy.
Let me have that.
It's in my pocket, and that's where it'll stay.
Yeah, somebody should strike it.
After
Yeah.
my poor decision, I don't trust anyone else with this.
Yeah.
If anybody's gonna make bad decisions, it's me.
I could give it to Lockett. Would you like that?
That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
I'm just gonna stand in front of
it
Lockett.
wouldn't be
Yeah, toss
worse.
it over.
6 of one, half dozen of another.
So, Victor, this is a voice that you have definitely heard before. It was a demon that you had fought previously. He pretended to be a gnome in the road, and
Mm-hmm.
yes, Nalal Nalal. I can't even say the name that I created. Nalarath.
Raw
Mallrats.
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 It's
What's his
in
name?
Nalarath.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
would you
In
spell that?
apostrophe. In apostrophe. Larrath.
All right.
So,
That's your problem. You need to buy a vowel.
I will pass that information along. That I believe that was meant for us to use for some other purpose, and blowing it up was probably not the best idea.
Well, yeah, when we get a gift of a
Yes.
wall destroyer,
Yeah,
or let's say there was a barricade of rocks that needed to be moved.
that weighed 1,000
Okay, he
to 1
was
pound.
going the other direction. Where do you
It's
think
okay
he was?
though, because we blew up 2 carts.
Mm.
So
For
So yeah, the
price
net
of
gain is 0.
Yeah. 0.
Oh gee.
Where do you think he was heading with that cart?
Well, I think it was a gift to us,
I think he was heading to us.
so we could use it.
wait, start speaking to the horse in Infernal.
Yeah, I think
Are they
we
demon horses?
needed to keep that.
We'll find another one. They're everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
wait for the next one to come down.
I played Oregon Trail many times, and I found many carts on the side of the road.
Always full of explosives
Exactly.
for free. Oh jeez.
Oh God.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to continue on.
There's nothing else to do but ride.
Yeah. There
Unless
is
you're a
nothing
walker.
else to do but walk. The horses are still wounded. I don't think we should try and ride them.
Well, I'm riding
Mine's
my
not?
new one. Mine's great.
Yeah, well,
He's
yours
happy
is.
with me because I fed him. He was hungry.
It saved his life.
I'm
I'm
did
going to
save
hold
his
on to
life.
your horse's tail to help pull me along.
My horse?
Yes, it's
If
big.
there's one thing
it can pull me and ride you. You're a little guy.
There's one thing I've learned is you don't stand behind a horse and mess with their butt.
Yes, people do
And-
hold on to their tails.
And you know
And
this
Timon,
now.
Yeah, it's messy, but
Timon, did you want to identify the runestone that you have?
No, I think he knows what it does.
Keep thinking.
This
You
is
told
the
me- you
rune
told
of
me what it did.
explosions.
Yeah, yeah.
I
you
thought
said
I
it
already
was a
did.
fire. Yeah. I thought you did.
Nope. Well, I mean,
Yes.
you did identify it in a way, but you didn't cast identify a spell.
Yeah, sure, I'll identify it.
He
Yeah,
did
so
a brute force ID.
Oops.
so it is a runestone of produce flame. Whenever you throw it or impact it against something, it casts the produce flame spell wherever it impacts.
All right, that's
Next time, use it on a campfire.
it's called Runestone of Produce Flame.
You could just call it a firestone,
Okay.
but I mean,
That's
essentially that's what it is.
trademarked.
Does it have charges?
No,
Oh, great.
yeah,
Yeah, let's get that away from the pyro.
yeah, yeah.
This would have been great to have on the sea raiding a ship.
Yeah. You're like,
You bought-
fire,
What
fire.
you start using it as soon as you get on the ship.
Yeah, on yours. You sail out of port and light the ropes on fire.
Yes, that's it. He waits till he
Yep.
gets out of port and then says, "Hey, let's play with this."
hey, I wonder what happens if I hit this on the mast.
It's fun.
So you guys all see him identifying this thing. He's got it like out, casting a spell over it in his hand.
Can you not?
Not what?
If he burns his own hand, that's fine.
Just not.
Not what? What are you talking about?
Can I have the stone there?
No.
I think we'll be okay, Dolos. I don't see any more fire carts in our near future.
I don't
Yeah,
trust
but I see a lot of
anyone.
wooden structures. I bet.
I don't trust myself with this, and I trust everybody less with it.
Oh, you trust me, Timon. Come on now.
I've seen your warning shots.
So
But I
you're
didn't
not
shoot
gonna
a dead body.
blow up anything, are you?
No surprise there. You didn't even shoot a dead body. I know.
Seemed like a waste of an arrow.
You wouldn't have
So,
recovered it either.
You guys leave the. Are you guys doing anything with like the crater in the road or the edge or debris?
Can I
The
see if there's
little-
anything worth salvaging?
Make an investigation check.
I'll help, and
Yeah.
I'll act like I'm not upset about it.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
scrolled all the
looking.
way to the bottom. I didn't see it. Okay, yeah. So, Dolos, you find pieces of the driver.
Oh,
Um,
Yeah.
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 Got some food, guys.
Oh, God,
Found some of it.
it's
Oh,
it's real.
God.
It's like dried out
Ah.
jerky that's now roasted on the outside.
Timon,
Fried
you
jerky, I think it was.
Timon, you managed to find a small little pouch that's singed but not completely burned, and inside there is a little tiny bit of that black powder that did catch on fire.
And I throw that to Victor.
Oh,
And then throw the root.
I can't. No, I just throw it to Victor. I jokingly act like I'm gonna use the stone, but I don't.
I grin a little bit at that.
All right.
So hold on to this, friend.
Devad, while you're searching around, you managed to find a handful of coin, about 3 gold. There may have been more in there, buried under some stuff, but who knows at this point? It may have gone sky high. Locket, you managed to find quite a few ball bearings. You find about, I'd say you managed to gather 30 ball bearings.
Does he think it's some of his insides? Look, I'm leaking.
We can make our own pipe bomb, guys.
The most excellent.
All right. So, back on the road, I suppose. This time on foot, or are you guys going to do anything with the wreckage? Or just going to leave?
What would we
Can
do with the
bring it-
wreckage?
Yeah,
Can I
it's too
make a
hot.
cart with mending?
Yeah. You could make a
I don't-
toothpick.
It'd be really. It would take you hours and hours and hours to try to piece together, piece by piece, something that resembled a cart. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Can I cast mending on my pride?
Got any duct
Yeah,
tape?
it has to be something you can touch.
Yeah.
No, I can. I have no problem.
So, you start heading on the road, and not too late, long after, you do see a golden griffin.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
God
Down towards you.
damn.
Oh lord! It's the police!
Oh.
Run! Do you think he noticed the explosion
still
that made a
blinking.
that made a
Diamond.
it made a crater back there?
I just go ahead and I get on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, when he shows up, I put my hands up so I don't get 6 warning shots in the back. I mean,
Jesus.
Almost was firing. They wouldn't be in the back. So okay.
Jesus.
So Rexar lands down in front of you and says, "What the hell was that?"
We just saved a town. That's what it was.
That's right.
The town that. What? How was that saving a town?
There was a cart full of ball bearings and this black powdery substance with a dead man driving it.
This
Or I
is
should
true.
say, sitting on it, acting like he was driving it. And unfortunately, we blew up everything.
And he looks and sees that your cart's not there, and notices that you have a different horse. He's like, "Well, I guess I believe you because I don't think you'd be stupid enough to intentionally blow up your own cart and horses."
It is definitely an accident.
I give a side eye look at Timon, but I don't say anything.
Good sir, since we've been so kind to you and done everything you've asked of us, you wouldn't happen to spare some change that we could resupply in the town ahead, do you?
He looks at you, Victor, and says, "I could fly you up to the town ahead and have you pick up some supplies. I trust you."
That would be much appreciated, and
Boy.
just as a sign of evidence, I'll take the pack that Timon gave me out and toss it to him. Say this is what we found on that man.
He opens up the bag and takes a little bit and between his fingers and sniffs it and says, "I've run into this stuff before. It's definitely what could cause something like that. That's it's really bad stuff." And he takes the pouch and dumps it into the sand and grounds it into the sand with his foot.
Could have used that.
Do you have enough money, Victor, to procure us a cart and some?
I gave him a coin that he'll use.
Timon will gladly buy our supplies.
I already did.
How much did you give him?
None of your business.
Yeah, well, yes, it is.
No, it's not. It was my money. You don't need to know.
You need to know. We need to know if you've given him enough to resupply us.
I don't answer to a thoughtless, selfish, lazy cleric. Okay.
Thoughtless, selfish, lazy.
Hey,
you blew us up.
If you're not sure,
Easy now. You're going to give away our hand.
I'm just gonna ride on ahead of everyone.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm with you.
We'll see you on your way back.
I'm holding the tail. So has Rexar taken him off?
Yeah, I think if we plan to meet back up on this road, I can bring provisions back.
Okay.
How far is the next town, Rexar?
Well, by foot, I'd say maybe 4 days.
Fantastic.
But with the Griffin, I can get there, within 7 hours, maybe.
So I guess we should start heading towards the town.
Yeah, and Victor's going to bring us back the supplies. Yep. And
So,
I hope you get back to us in time, Victor.
My Griffin will need to rest after we land in the town for at least a few hours, and then we'll head back.
Understandable.
Is he going to head back with a cart?
Yeah, I thought he would resupply us with a cart and stuff, and then Victor would just drive it back.
It'd still take longer.
Can your Griffin carry a cart?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, at least we'll have water and food so we can live.
Food, yeah.
This isn't the USS Roosevelt, Ryle.
If we just had a Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. And he takes a small pouch off of his belt and throws it to you, Ryle. And inside of it are some small little berries. And he says, keep those in case of an emergency. A druid friend of mine gave me those. You can have just one, and that will give you enough sustenance for the day. There's 7 berries inside.
Can the horses eat them too?
I believe so.
All right. Thank
And
you.
Ryle feeds them all to the horses.
I would. The horse that I'm on probably does need one because it's been
Yeah.
dragging a cart through a desert.
Well, that's
By
going to be
itself.
Locket's. Locket doesn't need a berry.
That's true. He wouldn't.
So I give one to the horse, and he seems happy.
Yeah.
Me and this horse, we're getting along.
So Victor, you get up onto the back of the griffin with Raxar, and you take off.
It's just the vibrations.
Bye.
Hi, Victor.
We'll see you soon. We'll keep heading that way. Look for the desert crater, and that'll be near us.
Yeah, look for the
You,
skeletons
you
on
know
the way
you've gone
back.
too far.
Yeah, I'll follow the trail of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Olaros will be the first one down at this
He
point.
will.
Just...
I'll be number 2.
He's going to tie himself to that tail on the horse. At least he's going to get dragged along.
So is
We'll
Ra-
res
is
you in the
Ratna
next
staying
town.
with us?
What is the deal with your obsession with the horse's tail?
Because it's
Um,
pulling me along.
That's a good question, Victor. What is Zarachna doing?
He is going to. Well, he's going to have to stay with me, or else he's going to disappear. So he'll just be kind of on my shoulder in, I guess, in like a raven, the form of a raven.
Okay.
Is he kind of ethereal? Does he have any like mass? Like, does he weigh anything?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, probably the
pound.
weight of a bird or something. Yeah.
Yeah, a parrot.
And so, as you take flight, Raxar looks at you, Victor, and says, "Your group tends to find trouble wherever you go."
It's kind of our specialty.
It's
We're like magnets.
it's it's very unfortunate. It's almost like they have a black cloud flying over them. And I've been in some bad situations, but this takes the cake, as it were.
It's called a griffin with a golden asshole flying on top of it.
Do you have any idea why somebody would have a bomb out in the middle of the desert like this?
I only wish I knew, but it does seem strange that he was heading away from what we supposed to be a major city. Maybe he's part of an organization that wants to bring terror down upon the land.
But you say he was already dead when you found him.
He was, yes.
Worst kind of suicide bomber.
He did the suicide before the bombing. Oh, jeez.
Or
So
it
you
could
got-
be that someone's trying to send us a message. Or send a message.
You just think that, whoever would be sending somebody to do this to you would leave their perpetrator or agent alive to do it.
Yeah.
True, but maybe they know this group and know he would have wound up dead anyway.
Well, we'll say that from the small interactions I've had with you so far, there does seem to be a trail of bodies that seems to be following behind you.
I can assure you that these are not intentional, and we are not the murderers you think us to be.
Well, I don't think you're quite a murderer, but I think that perhaps some of your number seem to be a bit on the reckless side.
Why would you say that? I know I'm not there.
I could not disagree with you on that. So I think they have a good heart, and their intentions are in the right place. String of bad luck and bad decisions.
Well, believe it or not, I used to travel around with a roving band of adventurers quite like yourself. And I've learned a lot of things out here in the desert, the different lands that I've roamed around trying to help people. And sometimes you just have to keep an eye on the horizon and make sure that you're being careful of the decisions you make, because in the future they could have consequences.
You are preaching to the choir, my friend. I know all about bad decisions and bad consequences.
So, scene change. Back to the party.
It's so hot.
Fade to black.
I can't move anymore.
Where's the water? I'm gonna eat all these
Throw
berries
water
in a
on me.
minute.
Those berries made his shit stink.
I've only given one to the
Pull at
horse.
tail. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he's
he's
still
talking
shit.
about the horse.
Oh yeah.
I'm at
Yeah,
the
he's-
tail, remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
Right where
Well,
you belong.
yeah, well, I'm in plate. I need help.
You're like a plow getting pulled through sand.
I'm a plow getting pulled through sand, and now I have to smell even worse shit from those berries.
Well, don't worry. We only have like 4 more days of marching.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Time
So,
to take a break.
See, this is where we would start
we're-
sleeping during the
every
day.
3 hours we're gonna take a long rest.
Yeah, well,
We're just gonna sleep till Victor comes back with
Yeah.
rations.
that's not a bad idea.
See, we would want to sleep in the day
Conserve
and
our
walk
energy.
at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to like get covered
No,
at day.
there
We
isn't.
could get closer to our destination.
We don't.
So I'd say it's right around sunset at this point. Like 6 o'clock.
So, are we gonna try to march further
Let's
in
keep
the
walking.
night?
Yep, I would keep walking.
I
I
go
mean,
where
I-
the horse
so-
goes.
Keep
Yeah, I
walking
mean-
at night as far as we can.
So are you guys
Yeah.
taking turns riding the horses, or
No,
Because you
no, I'm just riding this horse.
Yeah, I have a feeling I've been on foot.
And
Someone,
time,
someone holds
yeah.
a grudge.
Yeah.
Everybody holds a grudge.
And I don't understand why. It was all in good fun.
Yeah, we're
No
all
one's
still
dead.
laughing.
somewhere Victor is just holding a middle finger towards you right now.
Yeah,
Still a little salty.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you can't pull me off. You wouldn't. You would just keep walking like a good robot. This horse doesn't
Alright,
trust
so-
anybody else.
All right,
I
so
know this
Lockett's
horse.
trying to pull you off. Lockett's trying to pull you off the horse, Ryle. Make a contested athletics check, but Ryle, you have advantage because you have the high ground.
And Lockett
Don't
has
do it,
one.
Anakin.
Set it off, yeah.
Athletics. I kick him right in his face
Whoa.
and tell him to
Ooh.
get off me.
Whoa.
All right, roll a. No, you don't really have to roll anything. It'd be your strength mod +1. So, what is your strength mod?
It's 4, so 5.
So you do 5 points to damage to Lockett as you kick him in the face.
Double that because it's a crit, right?
Well, it was an attack roll crit, so I didn't.
Can my horse kick him at the same time?
Yes.
I don't know how to make the horse attack. I'm mashing buttons. I'm like, attack. Attack.
I think that's A.
Heel kick. Yeah. Half circle heel kick. So we keep moving along. At
Yeah.
night now.
Pretty soon we'll kill ourselves on the way there. They'll find us
Yeah.
all dead.
I'll find another crater in the desert.
How did this happen? Somehow we set Lockett to self-destruct.
Diamond catches the whole desert on fire.
It's a fantastic time to be alive.
Yeah.
Lockett, no one seems to be struggling at this point. It's the good berries that were passed out seem to be doing their trick.
Oh, so I did hand them to everybody?
Oh, I assumed.
I didn't.
you-
I only gave one to.
I know the horse
I was gonna.
is the only one that.
I was gonna save them. Raxar said to use them in emergency. I was gonna wait till people started hitting the ground from exhaustion before I, because we have some rations and some
Yeah.
water,
Right.
you know. So I figured we need to
Yeah,
use that
not an
before we use the
emergency, yeah.
magical berries.
Yeah.
But I did feed
Okay.
one to the horse because the horse has been pulling a cart through the desert for who knows how
Who
long.
knows exactly?
So
At least 4 days.
at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the horse could have got lost, could have been running in circles for a while. I don't know if a horse would make it 4 days in the desert though, without food
And
and
he
water.
could have been saying, "When's this guy going to tell me to stop?"
Yeah, he just rode past town, rode through another town, just kept riding. Horse stops at a trough and eats and drinks and keeps running. So, yeah, we're trying to make good time while the weather's nice at night. I would say we'd have, I would have to have a torch out. Well, I mean, if it's a full moon, we could see. If there was any moon, we could probably see.
Yeah. Yeah, you
It
can
was
see
a
it
new
from that.
moon a couple of days ago, so there's a little bit like a sliver of the moon in the air in the sky now.
Still on
yeah,
the
as long-
desert at night, even the stars light the way.
I know. I've been on the desert plenty, and you can see it
Yeah.
at night.
Easy.
As long as there's not clouds, we would
Yeah.
be okay.
Even with
Yeah.
clouds.
And suddenly clouds descend.
Damn it. Can I use my
Way over
telekinesis
1,000
ring?
pounds.
Move the clouds.
You can see fairly well. I mean, it's not you can't see like it was day, but you
Right.
can see fairly well.
Enough to ride the horse on the trail. So
Yeah.
we're moving along.
All right, so who all is on foot and who all is on horse? Because there's the 2 draft horses you had, and
I'm,
There's
I'm
the
on
big clouds.
the new horse, the war horse, Clydesdale horse
And that's the one I'm holding the tail of.
for now.
I'm holding it.
For now.
why are you
I'm
holding the
holding it.
horse's
as
tail?
Ryle starts galloping off.
Because
Yeah.
Hang on.
it pulls me along. This was done by the Indians
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Make an animal handling check, Olaros.
All right.
He's gonna get kicked in the chest.
No.
Boom. Flattened.
Double that one.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
horse doesn't seem to mind.
No.
The horse probably likes companionship.
I mean, that was something Indians did for a long time. They would ride it for a while, and then the horse would tire, so they'd get off and hold on to the tail, and it allowed the horse to rest, but still pull them along.
I ride ahead.
So
So
I'm on
Dolos
the
is on one
tail.
of the horse. All right, so Dolos is on one horse, and who's on the other draft horse? Divide, it might be a little bit too big for you. It might be a little bit
I
too
already
big for
said
The
I'm
horse was
walking.
riding Devad.
Yeah. Devon's carrying the horse. Can someone take turns with me? This is getting heavy.
you. Lockett, did you want to ride the other horse, or
He doesn't
think
need
Hyman
to
said-
ride a horse.
Lockett
He-
doesn't need to. It'd be timing.
Good timing, I would guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't I need to ride a horse?
It's because you have
Because you're a
friggin' robots.
robot.
Okay.
You don't get tired.
Just keep walking. Yeah.
No.
Well,
what if I wanna-
actually-
what if I want to ride the horse.
Actually, his Warforged body has to do resting to keep itself going.
Yeah, so I have to rest too. I could go in sentry mode on the horse.
Put him back in the cart.
Oh, the cart. I remember when we had a cart.
Yes.
Fun.
I don't. I've forgotten.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was like at least 8 hours ago.
I know. Who remembers the crater?
That's a
All right,
mighty fun
so-
crater in the desert.
Yeah.
some of my finest work.
So as you guys are walking, Timon, you feel you swear you feel something grip your leg for a moment,
Tremors.
and then release it. It
And,
kind of you stumble just a bit, but you keep walking. And you look back, or
no, I want to act like everything's fine, but where's Victor? Still with what's his face,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
And where's Ryle?
Ryle is on a horse.
I'm in the front leading,
Uh,
pulling Olaros.
And I call out to Ryle and I say, "Hey, Ryle, let me catch up. I have a thought I need to share with you, like right now."
I look back. Does he have his little fire starter stone in his hand? Because if he does, I'm not letting him
No.
get close to me.
No,
You're not
I'm
gonna try
trying
to light the
give-
horse on fire, are you?
I'm trying to give him every mannerism and hint that something's amiss, and I need to speak to him.
all right, so I would say make a persuasion check, and Ryle make an insight check.
Okay, that was a 5.
All
I
right,
don't know.
so
I don't know what he's talking about. It's dark. I can't really see his facial expressions.
only one of you needed to succeed, kind of. Basically, I was giving you kind of like a double chance.
Right. Okay.
So, Ryle, you notice that Timon winks and he looks a bit worried.
All right. So I would take that nod and say, "All right, everybody, let's gather up tight and let's have
Huddle
a
up.
little powwow."
Does everyone gather up? I
Yeah,
suppose.
I move in.
And, I speak softly and say, "We're not alone out here. Be ready, on guard."
Wish I was alone out here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no surprise from you.
Dolos, as you say that, it feels like there's a hand on your shoulder for just a moment.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah, you're like, that's the way I like it, Devon. Thanks.
right there.
And then you realize Devon's in front of you. You're like, wait a minute.
Do I have time to grab the hand?
Make a dexterity check.
Ooh.
You grab something. It feels kind of like a hand, but your hand kind of moves through it. It's got a little bit of give to it, and it almost feels like you're like reaching through water, but it's not wet. If that makes any sense, is there something of substance there, but it's not solid.
You know, I think Timon might be right. Might just stick together. There's something out here.
I put my
And then I'm
hand
just gonna
on
say in
my
Infernal,
hilt
I'm
of
a
my
friend.
sword.
A response.
You said you're
Can I see anything like moving or out there? Like when he grabbed his hand, like or his shoulder? Was
You
there
did not
any?
see anything on his shoulder. No. You make a perception check. Nah,
7.
you really didn't notice anything. Lockett, you did notice like his clothes seem to like have like an indentation on his shoulder, like his cloak or whatever had like a little indentation in his shoulder when he reached over there.
Can I try to brush his shoulder off? Said,
Sure.
Your cloak doesn't seem to fit right.
Yeah, so you reach out and brush his shoulder. Whatever was there is already moved, so you don't really feel anything there. You just kind of he's brushing your shoulder off. It was.
You said it's nighttime.
Thank you, Lockett.
Yeah.
It is.
You can't look unfashionable going into Sandstrom or Sindelsong. Well, then I guess we would continue on cautiously together. Maybe
Staying tight.
I would light a torch, maybe,
Okay.
so I can see a little bit better.
You light a torch. Did you have torches in your bag?
Of course, let me check. Yeah, I have 9.
Okay.
Or yeah, 9.
Yeah, I'm down to 8.
I guess I would have 8 now.
Okay.
So I look at Victor and say, "Do you think," or Timon and say, "Do you think we should all light torches? Is this
That's what I
something?"
was wondering.
I mean, I can see just fine out here.
No, but yes, but what's touching us?
How should
And
how
it's
I know?
Well, that's
And,
why I'm asking.
Olaros, as soon as you say what's touching us, you feel what feels like a finger trace the outside of
Up
your face.
nose.
Oh man, something just touched
Dracna.
me. Oh,
Oh, that imp.
I'm lighting a torch. I
Yeah,
don't know what
light
it
the
is. I'm
torch,
trying to
too.
find.
All of a sudden, our party's lit up in flames.
No, just torches.
Just torches are on
And
fire.
we're on our way to Charlottesville.
All right, so you continue traveling along, and just every once in a while, it's strange. Like each one of you has an experience kind of like this, where it feels like something is either touching you or like grabbing your hand for a moment. Like Ryo, as you've got your torch in one hand and you've got the reins in another, you feel like something like grab your arm for just a moment. Like it feels just like a hand has gripped your arm for just a second and then lets go.
I've read a legend long ago about the ghost of a certain wraith crafter.
You like to touch people?
He was a toucher.
And I can't help but wonder if this is it.
When he grabbed my arm and I didn't see anything, I would have yelled at it to show itself. Quit.
Okay,
quit,
so yeah, as soon as it gripped your arm and you yelled that, you felt the grip go away. But definitely nothing showed itself.
Is it daytime yet? I don't like this creepy ghost out here.
I'd like to try to persuade the ghost to reveal itself with song.
Sing it a song. That's right.
Maybe just soothe its
that might
sorrowful
drive it
Sound
away.
like music.
That's a good idea.
Lockett, it is cool. Like the desert is cold at this hour, but it doesn't feel colder than it did the night before.
Oh dear.
Well, if you're gonna scare it away, that would do it.
I think the flask is starting to take effect.
It's okay. I've got you. Let me help out.
Well,
You know, we're really lucky this is not a combat game.
I know, man. That was some shitty dice.
Well, we almost died to a cart.
That's what master adventurers.
The sad thing is, I tried to give you so many chances to get away from it.
Yeah, you just kept rolling ones. Like,
and then the double that one, that was perfect.
that was
I think I
hilarious.
broke all the strings of my dulcimer just now.
Wow.
You didn't break your strings, but even as you're playing this, you're like, "The fuck am I doing? This is terrible. This is not a Time and Sire song classic. This is
I sound better than you, Timon.
I didn't train for this.
Hey, Tim, try whipping out your flute instead.
I'll leave the flute playing to you, Devon. You and Olaros over there.
Yeah, well.
You can play each other's flutes for all I care.
And so yeah, you guys are continuing on, and yeah, every once in a while you keep on feeling touches and grabs, and
I do not consent to these touches.
Buy me dinner first, at least.
Do you have a bucket of water?
I have a ring of water.
I guess we wouldn't die. I forgot about your ring of water. Have you been back there sucking on this ring of water without telling anybody?
Maybe.
Is it fresh water or salt water?
It's the realm of water, so it tastes pretty good.
Okay.
It's fresh.
Okay.
That's handy.
Fresh as can be.
It's so fresh. and so
Anybody
clean,
got any
clean.
ideas what's happening here?
No, something touches me and I don't like it.
I know it. Me
You're the
either.
cleric. You're the cleric. You should know.
Well,
I don't
Banish
know
it or
the.
something.
I don't know this one.
You don't know lots of things,
I know I don't know lots of things.
do you?
You don't know that fire and gunpowder don't mix.
He does now.
I knew that.
Yes, I do know. That's why I did it. Hello.
Did-
Oh, jeez.
Olaros, make a religion check. With a 12, you're searching your brain, and gosh, something about this seems vaguely familiar, but you just can't put your finger on it.
Literally.
Very insightful.
Kind of like those things touching us.
Thank you, Olaros, for more empty, useless religious talk.
Hey, my pleasure.
I'm a convert.
And so a few hours still are going past. We'll let you have touchy feel time with the ghost while we go back to Victor and
Oh,
to Raxar. As you guys are flying, and the sun goes down, it's Rexar's kind of gone quiet, and he's just kind of riding peacefully. And does that do you have any conversation to have with him, or are you just gonna ride
Are you-
silently?
Arms around his waist, and I'm just laying my head on his back.
I was about to say, are you holding him by the hips?
No,
No, I don't know where to put my hands on a griffin.
Yeah.
There's actually like the saddle is actually made for two people, and so there's actually like a pommel for you to hang on to in the rear. You don't have to get all touchy feely with him if you.
That's
like
not
to.
his pommel.
So
That's what he calls it.
So Rex,
quick,
you
grab
said
the
that
pommel.
you said that you had traveled with a band before. Do you just go out on your own now?
I've been by myself for quite some time now. Many years ago, we came up across an ancient red dragon. We managed to fell the beast, but the only one who made it out.
So your party met their end that day. I see.
They did, and some of us had died before and managed to be resurrected and things like that. We were in a place where it was hard to it was hard for me to be able to get them out of there once they were dispatched. And I managed to escape after felling the beast, but I couldn't bring them with me.
See, I don't feel like I was built for this adventure in life. It's not something that I chose, but I can understand your pain with that. Sorry for that loss. Do you feel like the lone adventure in life is safer or better for you?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's safer, but I don't like to I don't like to make attachments anymore.
Understandable. Sure. Do you know anything about this group, the 7, that we have found ourselves getting into run-ins with? I don't think
I
we've
know
asked
that.
before, have we?
No. And he says, the 7 are why I'm here. I've been searching them out. I haven't been able to find any of them quite yet. I was actually on my way to Sendelsong here when I've been not going in a direct path because been just trying to look around to see if I find anything out of the ordinary, and that's when I heard your explosion.
We were signaling them.
Yeah, we were calling him down.
But I have been to Sandstrom many times before. It's actually find the desert peaceful most of the time.
It's a little too hot for my liking, but I think I can get used to it. So I'm going to tell him, because I think we told him about killing number 6, but I'm just going to kind of ask him if he knows anything about the other. Do you know anything about the other members? This one seemed to be able to control thoughts and use magic. Are the other ones the same, or they all have different sets of skills?
From what I've come to gather, each of them do have their own special set of skills, but I believe all of them are proficient in using magic. I don't know the specifics on each one. I just know that they shed their names long ago and just go by their numbers.
Understandable, Will.
And I know that there's a leadership structure, and number 1 seems to be their leader.
And what do they want? Are they trying to just take over this land, or do they work for someone higher power?
They've been known to be mercenaries in the past, but as far as specifics go, nobody really knows exactly what their motivation is. But from what I've talked to from a few of the towns that I've visited, they seem to really enjoy causing chaos.
I have a feeling that by the death of their number 6 that we have painted a target on our back.
Well, that's assuming they even know that number 6 is dead. I don't know if they have any way of communicating, or they may not even know that it was you who committed this deed.
This is true. We can only hope.
So, does your little band plan on hunting down all of these 7, or are you here for some other purpose?
Well, right now, I think that is our ultimate goal, and it feels like that's the direction we're being pulled, whether we like it or not. But our main mission right now is to return with our friend Ryle, the fighter that we have with us, to his homeland to see what shape his home is in, and to find out a little bit more about this group.
That Ryle fella, you know that's not his real name.
And I perk up at this, and I say, "Do tell me more, because I was not aware of that."
Well, he doesn't know this, but I've known the man they call Ryle for quite some time. His real name is, and as soon as he says that, a spear comes out of the air and impales the griffin in the side. You guys
shit.
start plummeting towards the ground.
Oh shit!
and that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
We're literally on the edge of a cliff because we're falling out of the sky. All right.
Oh, man.
Well,
It's
thanks
wild.
so much, guys, for the bits, the subs, the follows. The next time we play will be Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That's 14th. And looking forward to the rest of this story.
Very
And
much.
to see if Victor lives through the
Through his
the
second
plummet.
near-death day.
Yeah, today's been a tough day for Victor. Got blown up, got thrown out of the sky.
This has been a tough campaign for Victor. This is yeah.
Victor's on the ground more than he's standing, I think.
True.
All right. Well,
When you choose Constitution as your dump stat.
yeah, mistakes were made. All right, we'll see you guys Thursday.